Hello all, welcome back to the tutorial of C programming for beginners. Hi, this is Akti Arun, a MTech student from NIT Patna. I am technically supporting the missile engineer. In my last lecture video, I have given a theoretical explanation of logical operators in C. Okay, so in that previous lecture video, I have given understanding of what is truth tables. Okay, and with the help of truth tables, how the and or operators are logical operators are working in C. Okay, so in this lecture video, I'm going to give a simple C program explanation for the logical operators. Okay. So for understanding a concept of an logical operators, at first let me explain the concept of an logical not operator. Okay, so for that I'm going to declare an two variables. Okay, one is int a and the other is b. Okay, so the result is actually evaluated in a boolean value 0 or 1. So at first let me going to assign b equal to not of a. Okay, so then let me print the value of both. Printf statement is basically for printing the value of results. Okay, so here the result of okay, so let me command this statement. Okay, so the result of or better I remove it. Okay, so the result of a equal to percentage d. Okay, and then we going to find and the result of b equal to percentage d. Okay, and then here we have to declare the variables a and then b. Okay, and then I terminate here. So basically in not operator, what happens is if the value of a is 0, then the value of b is 1. If the value of a is 0, then the value of b is 1. Okay, so that 0, if it is 0, then it's 1. If it is a 1, then it is 0. Okay, which means that let me terminate, if a equal to 0, then b equal to 1. Okay, or else if a is equal to 1, then b is equal to 0. Okay, so this is what the expected result. So now I'm going to give the value of a in the runtime. Okay, so to do that we have to use a scanf statement. So scanf statement, let me give value of a in the runtime. So I'm giving the ampersand a. Okay, so this is the basic syntax of a scanf statement. So to understand what operation we're going to do, I'm going to use some printf statement in the middle. Okay, so this is for get the value of a. Okay, so once you find the statement, you can give the value of a. Okay, so this is for getting the value of an a using the scanf statement, and this is for evaluating the logical not operations, and finally we're going to print the value of both a and b using the printf statement. Okay, so let me run the program. So I'm going to use the value of a as a 1 as a first case. Okay, if I'm using any non-zero value, then the result will be 0. Okay, so here the value of a is non-zero, so we got the value of b is 1. If I use any other value like 3, then also I get the value as 0. Okay, which means that if I use any non-zero value as a input, then the value of b is 0. Okay, whereas if I use a 0 value as a input, okay, then the result of an output is evaluated to 1. Okay, so this is what an logical this is for logical not operations. Okay, if I want to explain the concept of logical and operations. Okay, let me use the same examples what I used in the what I used in the last case. Okay, in the theoretical explanations. So at first let us get the value of three variables. It's percentage a and percentage b and then percentage c. Okay, so for that it's I'm using all that's a d because I'm going to I declared in all the integers a b c as an integer, so I'm using percentage d for integer. So to get the values we give like percentage a and ampersand c. Okay, so a b c, these are the three values we are getting, and we're going to perform a logical AND operations. To do that I'm giving d. Okay, d equal to a ampersand b plus plus and then ampersand c plus plus. Okay, so this is logical AND operations. Here if I say that if a is 0 or b plus plus is equal to 0, or if I say c plus plus is equal to 0. Okay, so if any one of the example is 0, variable is 0, then the result will be evaluated to 0. Okay, so if all the values are 1, then you get the result as 1, or else if any one of the variable is 0, then your result is evaluated to 0. Okay, so let me run the program now. Okay, now we have to print some more values. Okay, so for printing the some more values, we have to give a and c equal to percentage, okay, sorry, c equal to percentage d for because it's integer, and then d equal to percentage d. Okay, so the next thing is I am going to give like c comma d. We have to use a ampersand symbol here. That's why I made a small mistake here. Okay, so if I run the program, if I give the value as all as a non-zero value, say 1, and the next is 2 and 3. Okay, so if I declare all the values as a non-zero value, then the result will be getting as a d as 1. Okay, this is because if you find here, I declared value as an 1 2 3. Okay, so here it's the value is a as 1. If 1 and logically and it's checking with the b plus plus, here value of b is 2. If it is a plus plus, then it's a 3. Okay, basically it's a post increment. So at first 1 is it's actually doing an AND operation with the 2, so the value is a success. So now the later the b is post incremented from 2 to 3, but the overall expression is 1 as a result of value. So 1 again it's ampersand with the c, so the c is value is 3, which I have entered here. So again the result is 1. So the overall value of d is now evaluated to 1. Okay, that's what printed here. And finally the post increment. To understand the concept of pre and post increment, just go back to my lecture video and understand the concept and difference between the pre and post increment. Okay, so now with this evaluation of results value, we found that the result of d is 1. Okay, so suppose if I use any other value, say if I'm giving the a as 0 and this is as 1 and this is as 2. Okay, so if I run this program, then I get the value of d is 0, because if I have declared the value of a as 0, so in that case we'll be getting result as 0. Okay, or if in another case I give value as non-zero value and I give -1 here and I give value here 0. Okay, so okay, now also the value is evaluated to 0. That's because the value of b is 0. So when it's evaluating with the value, if any one of the value is 0 in the AND operation, then the truth according to the truth table, the result also will be 0. Okay, so this is what happens in the logical AND operations. Now let me explain the concept of logical OR operations. To do that, I'm going to modify these equations with the OR operator. Okay, so this is an OR operator here, so there shouldn't be any space between the two operators. Now let me rerun the same program. Okay, now to do that, so let me assign the value as a is 1 and the next is 0 0. Okay, then the value is actually evaluated to the value of a is equal to 0. That because here why the value is 0 though it's 1, that because if you find here the value of a is actually 1 at beginning. Okay, it's a logically AND operation with the b actually I declared 0 here, so when it's evaluating the result is 0. So after the evaluation of result, that value is actually incremented. Okay, that's why in the beginning case the value is evaluated 0, the next case 0, it's OR operation with the c is when I declare this value of c, it's 0, so 0 with OR 0, it's a 0 value. Okay, and after the result of 0 is assigned to d, then the value of c is post incremented. Okay, so that's what here the final result of value is d is equal to 0. Okay, if you want to get the positive result, then you use 1, and then the next is also 1, and you can use this as 0. Okay, then you will get the value of d is 1. That's because if you find here a and b. Okay, so this is result is 1, and if any one of the result is 1, then you need not want to care about c whether it's a 0 or 1. Okay, so okay, thank you all for watching this video. If you guys have any doubt, please post in the comment section. I hope you guys have understood the concept of logical operators in C. Okay, thank you all for watching this video.